Well, we are 8 days post-surgery. Elena here had surgery for laryngomalacia a week ago yesterday, and I know a lot of you have been praying for her and asking about her. She is doing great. We are thankful. She had a rough first few days, but we are finally over that hump, and she's doing a lot better. Now, you can still hear her breathing heavy a little bit. Some of that's just a little bit of congestion that's left over from the surgery and the irritation that was involved in that. And then the swelling, of course, from the surgery. So, but she's miles better than she was. She was very, very noisy to breathe, laboring really hard to breathe. So they actually go in there. It's a little flap of skin that is over your air passage that keeps food and milk and everything from going down the wrong hatch. And yeah. So she, that was kind of overgrown and kind of restricted tight. So they went in there and clipped each side to allow it to be freer to open and took a little of the extra skin off. And that has helped a lot. So we've had a few other kids that have had the problem. One was bad enough to have surgery already. He was really bad. He had surgery, I think he was like 2 weeks old. He was not very old at all. And when he would cry, his whole chest would sink in and he would start to turn blue around the lips. And we rushed him to the emergency room. And they took him right then and admitted him and did surgery the next day or two. And then he was in the hospital for several days after that. He didn't do well at all after the surgery. It took him a while. So little Elena, despite all of her other issues, did great. So for those of you that are new, Elena is 3 months old, and she was born with arthrogryposis. They call it AMC. I don't remember what all the acronyms stand for, but arthrogryposis is the common name. And she shouldn't even be here with us. She was, my wife started miscarrying her about halfway through, or a little past halfway, and thankfully she survived that. And then when she was born, they told us she may not live. They didn't know that she'd be able to breathe because it's a muscle deficiency. It's like you're just missing muscles in your body. And she was out of the hospital and discharged before my wife was. So that was a miracle in and of itself. And then she had this surgery, and we almost had a bad deal there as well. Well, we did have a bad deal, but it turned out okay. And that's where I want to brag on the Lord. So as guys, we tend to think we want to be in control of everything. You know, we want to make sure we provide for our family, we protect our family. You know, I'm more of an OCD type to where I like to have an idea what the plan's going to be in life or whatever we're doing for the next week. And then I like to have a backup plan in case things don't go as planned, right? And it's a downfall that I have. And I do not like changes. So a last minute change or a surprise drives me nuts. I absolutely hate it. I'm learning to go with the flow more the hard way. But so after her surgery, she's in a lot of pain. The first 24 hours they had her on morphine and oxycodone, I think, some oxy something. Didn't know they could give those to babies, but they were to help manage her pain, which it did help her a lot. She was able to rest because she was in a lot of pain. And so they were off and on giving her that. The nursing situation in our country is pathetic. So we took her to Shands Hospital in Gainesville, Florida, one of the best children's hospitals around. It has gone downhill, and I think it's probably due to COVID. And nursing shortages are a thing. So they kept shifting nurses around. We had like 3 nurses. We were on our 3rd nurse in about 8 hours. Not even due to shift change necessarily. It was just they were shifting people around. And it's hard to keep track of what's going on with a baby with shifting around that much. And Katie and I were exhausted. We were tired. And they came out to give her her medicine that evening. It was time for her pain meds. Thank God Katie was not having her nurse give it to her directly in her mouth. She was putting it in her bottle, or it would have been a bad deal. So the nurse comes in, after she checked with the lady that was in charge, because we were in a pediatric intensive care unit. She draws out the amount of medicine to give her, gives it to my wife. Katie puts it in a bottle, starts feeding the baby. The baby had gotten probably, I don't know, a quarter ounce, maybe a half-ounce drink. The nurse came back and was like, I got to take that bottle right now. I'm like, what for? What's the problem? She's like, I messed up on the dosage on the medicine. I'm like, oh dear. So Katie gives it to her. She dumps it out, and we're like, well, how much did she get, or how much is she supposed to get? She's supposed to get 0.2 of a milliliter of oxy, and they gave her 4 milliliters, which would have probably killed her, honestly. That is a killer overdose. 0.2 of a milliliter to 4 milliliters is pretty significant for a baby. And as it was, when they would give her the dosages, it would already calm her heart rate down a little bit and her oxygen levels a little bit, and they were watching that because, you know, she's a baby. So I'm just so thankful that the nurse went back and caught it, and she was looking back through her computer work and stuff. I don't know if she was second guessing the dosage or what made her look. I believe it was the Lord. And she was able to correct it, dump it out, and then she was able to adjust and give her the correct dosage. So just because we think have things under control, we don't. I'm thankful to have the Lord looking out for us on times like that. So she's been doing great. Recovery's been going well. She was able to come home after a day and a half. And first few days were rough. She had a lot of phlegm and mucus buildup, and was causing her to cough a lot and choke and throw up her bottle. So she was throwing up every bottle there for a while. And we'd feed her again, and it was a battle. But here we are, 8 days post-surgery. You can hear her breathing a little bit. Not bad. It's already greatly improved from what it was. Her eating's doing better. She's actually eating faster now. Before she was, I mean, it would take her an hour just to eat a 2-ounce bottle, you know, because she'd take it easy and not choke. So she's doing great. She's our little bundle of joy. Can you give them a smile, pretty girl? There's a little smile. Yeah, there it is. She has got the greatest personality. She was in pain that first day. Poor thing, we felt so bad for her. The next morning when we got up, I went over to see her, and it was daylight enough finally in the room. She had the biggest smile. It just will melt your heart. I took a picture of it. It was so cute. So, yeah. Look at all that happiness. She's such a blessing. Her therapy is going well. She's got these little braces and boots on her feet. This is for keeping her club feet from coming back. These little deals on her hands are stretching her fingers and her hands. She gets those rotated on and off every other feeding. And she's doing good. She's got movement in her elbows now. Her knees bend great. Grip, she's got the grip of a little man. Strong grip. And like I say, that smile, that'll melt your heart. So we're thankful to all of you for your prayers and emails reaching out asking us how she's doing. We greatly appreciate that. She's doing great. We're thankful. These guys are growing. Yeah, nope, stay inside. Nope, don't come out. They're getting fat, they're getting big. They'll be getting butchered here in a couple weeks. We already got our next batch on the way. With the baby being in the hospital and kind of getting prepared for that, on top of, I just kind of burned out. It happens every now and then. You know, you get tired and wore out and burned out mentally, and you can't think of good content to produce. And when I get to that point, I usually just take time off. So the video I posted last week, I actually filmed like 2 weeks ago, but I didn't edit it. I didn't do any editing, no filming, no nothing. I just took a week off of everything to do with YouTube. And then when we were in the hospital, I went ahead and edited that video and put it up, and kind of got the batteries recharged a little bit. So I've been doing some farm work, just kind of some fun stuff that's not fun to watch as far as filming, working in the barn, that sort of thing. And this week, hopefully, we're going to get that other hoop coop built, and I'll film that. And then we've got a bunch of other stuff coming along. But just kind of got to charge the batteries up every now and then. What do you think, Willow? Cows are hanging out over here in the shade. I don't blame them. Although this is the first time we've had sun in several days. But I'm not complaining. We've been getting this whole week like very overcast and drizzly rain. We haven't gotten but maybe an inch all week, but it's been like just a steady drizzle, overcast. And then last week we actually got like almost 6 inches of rain, I think it was. I'd have to go back and look at my records, but in about 3 or 4 days, it just poured every day and got everything greened up again because our grass was already dying again. It was amazing. We got that hurricane, gave us quite a bit of rain, and then we didn't get maybe an inch and a half for a whole month after that. So it was nice to finally get some rain and get the grass growing again. And got the hayfield looking good now. So we'll be cutting that in a couple weeks. And Miss Buttercup is very close to her due date. I think it's about a week away, roughly. So she'll be hopefully giving us a baby soon. We'll be getting milk. Hey there, ladies. Sounds like the egg making's in progress. Hey, girls. Oh, yeah. Look at there. Here, girl. I'm going to get some eggs, okay? Yeah, I know. You don't like it. That's okay. What else you got hiding under there? That's it? Okay. You're going to be a meanie, I can tell. Nope, I was wrong. Ah, y'all broke one, you little heathens. Ah, that's not nice. All right. Take yours. Oh yeah, you got some. What you got under there? Just the one? Okay. Yeah, well, talk to the boss. I don't know what it is, but our chickens have really slacked off laying eggs lately. We gather 2 to 3 times a day just to keep them from breaking them, as you can see, because otherwise they get several in there and they'll end up breaking them, sitting on them or whatever. But we went from getting probably 3.5 to 4 dozen down to, we're doing good if we get 2 dozen a day now. So, and the weather's still warm. It's not like it's changing, but I know some of our hens are about 2 years old now and they're starting to slack off. And we've got the next batch of Rhode Island Reds that are fixing to go in there. Or they're already in there, but they're fixing to start laying by the end of this month. So hopefully that'll help boost our egg production back up. What's up, guys? So these little piglets will be leaving us this coming week. They're fixing to be weaned. They grew up quick. What's up, fellers? Yeah. Oh, whatever, Mama. You're so grumpy. It's amazing how fast they grow. Well, while we were in the hospital last week, we hit another huge milestone with our YouTube channel, and that is 15,000 subscribers. So thank you to everyone who subscribes and to everyone that watches our channel. All of your views that's a huge blessing to us and to our family. So I live on my paycheck from my normal job, and that pays for our bills and everything. But anything extra like animals, feeding animals, equipment, that sort of thing has to come from another revenue source, which is our YouTube channel. So to celebrate our 15,000 subs, our friends at Super Clean are going to do another giveaway. So this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a can of the Super Clean aerosol and a bottle of the original Super Clean cleaner and degreaser. If you are new and have never seen this stuff on our channel, you've got to check it out. So all you got to do to enter this drawing is drop a comment down below in this video, and we're going to use a random comment picker, and we will do a drawing 1 week from when this video is posted, which will be September 22nd. And we'll draw a comment out of there, and I'll reach out to you to get your mailing address to send to the fine folks at Super Clean. So be watching for that comment to on the 22nd for me to tag you, and I'll give you our email address. You can send us your email, your mailing address, and we'll give that to them. The only stipulation is you have to live in the lower 48 United States. They can't ship outside of the United States. So drop a comment, and you got a good chance of winning. This stuff is amazing. So you can use it. I use it for everything. So working on farm equipment, you know, get greasy, nasty, oily hands, whatever, gets all over everything. Anytime I work on equipment, I get nasty grease and oil all over everything. This stuff right here cuts it right off. You literally spray it on, let it sit a minute, you can rinse it off with a water hose. It's amazing, works great. One of my other favorites is my truck windshield. So I drive about 1,000 miles each week for work, collect tons of bugs along the way, especially in love bug season, which it is right now. And those things are a pain to get off. So just spray it on there, let it sit for about 45 seconds to a minute, and you can turn your windshield wipers on, spray with a water hose, and it wipes it right off. It's amazing. I mean, it's incredible how it eats those bugs right off. Test it on an area before you just use it, because it is powerful stuff. I've not had it peel the paint off of anything, but I have had some stickers or labels get taken off just because it's a good solvent. Gets rid of grease and grime. So, but you can use it in the house too, on the bottom of pots and pans. If you're like us, you use gas stove, you're going to get soot and black on the bottom of the pots and pans. This stuff right here will take it right off. It's amazing. So you can get it at any Lowe's or Home Depot, Tractor Supply, Ace Hardware. Most places like that sell it in their cleaning section. Just look for the purple bottle. This stuff is amazing. You will not be disappointed. It's great cleaner. So, but if you want a chance to get some for free, drop us a comment, and like I say, we'll do a drawing in 1 week. So thank you so much for watching our video. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you next time.